What is up, guys? Frank the Tank back here on another episode of our Arizona Diamondbacks fantasy draft franchise. If you can see, we are 4-2 on the season, taking on the Chicago Cubs. New feature this year: before every game, they show you the two best players for each team. That's Josh Donaldson on the Cubs, of course, it's a fantasy draft, and our star right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton. Sonny Gray taking the hill for us today against the Chicago Cubs. 0-0 on the year. He had one start, 5.4 ERA, so it didn't go too well for him. He only threw 1.2 innings, so I don't know what happened. I did simulate through that, but here we go. Jason Kipnis starting off the game for the Cubs in that leadoff spot, and Sonny Gray makes quick work of him. Strike three on the high, 12-6 curveball. Hunter Pence up next. I actually wanted Hunter Pence for the team before we got Giancarlo Stanton, but he gets Hunter Pence to a quick 2-0 count here. The pitch to him, strike three. That's two strikeouts on 6 pitches there for Sonny Gray, one of our young studs on the staff. Great way to start the day. Here we go. Josh Donaldson, 297, 41 home runs last year. He's the reigning AL MVP, of course, in the National League right now. But he's going to take this first pitch to left field. Kyle Schwarber swarms in under that, and he's going to put it away for out number 3. And that's a very quick work of the Cubs in the top inning for Sonny Gray. 7 pitches, 2 strikeouts, and Josh Donaldson flying out to left. Michael Pineda taking the hill for the Chicago Cubs today. 0-1 with an 11.57 ERA, 4.2 innings his first time out, 7 hits, and 5 strikeouts. So he had a rough first start as well. But Lorenzo Cain, our center fielder, leading off for us here. First pitch of the at-bat, looks like we're going to get something to hit, and we crush this ball into the left center field gap. Lorenzo Cain's going to round first. Very, very fast runner he is, and he's going to get into second, standing up with a leadoff double. Great start for the Diamondbacks on offense here. Sonny Gray looks like he is going to be in dominant form today, so we want to get some runs while we can. Here we go. Our rookie shortstop, Corey Seager, one of the top prospects. I actually believe he is the #1 prospect in baseball this year. Out to an 0-1 count here with Lorenzo Cain still on first. And he crushes this ball deep right center field. This ball is gone. Corey Seager with an absolute missile into the right field bleachers. That's going to give your Diamondbacks a 2-0 lead here. Corey Seager's second home run on the young season as he trots into home. Crowd is happy about this one, and that's going to make it 2-0. 438-foot blast for the young shortstop. We expect big things from him, and let's hope he continues to produce for us. Giancarlo Stanton up next gets a pitch to hit, and we crush this ball. Josh Donaldson wanted absolutely no part of that one. He's going to duck out of the way. Giancarlo Stanton's going to reach first with a single. Next batter here, left fielder Kyle Schwarber, big left-handed power hitter. He gets a nice high pitch to hit too, but he is just going to pop this one up. Lackadaisically to first base, and they're going to put that away. Mark Teixeira. Here's our starting lineup. They did something new this year. They don't show you the lineup at the beginning of each team's at bat. Sometimes they do, sometimes they put it a few batters in. But Chris Bryant coming up next. He is 5 for 23 on the young season. You guys saw the home run in the first episode. That was an absolute bomb. Off to an 0-1 count here, and he's going to ground this ball to short, onto second, and on to first. Mark Teixeira scoops it up for the double play, and that gets Michael Pineda out of trouble. But we do tack on 2 runs here in the first, and your Diamondbacks are out to a 2-0 lead on 3 hits here after 1. Mark Teixeira leading off the top of the second here, gets himself in a quick 1-2 count against Sonny Gray, and he puts him away with that 12-6 on the outside part of the plate. Teixeira cannot hold his swing. After a Victor Martinez double here, we do get Matt Holliday looking at that high 4-seam fastball. 0-2 count. Drew Stubbs is the next hitter. We have 2 outs. The pitch, and he can't hold off of that 12-6 either. He goes down swinging, and Sonny Gray with 5 strikeouts after 2 innings, only surrendering 1 hit to the visiting Chicago Cubs, and Sonny Gray looks to be in mid-season form. Bottom 2 here with a runner on first. Salvador Perez is going to ground into an inning-ending fielder's choice, killing the bottom of the second for us. And we see Nunez, Joseph, and Kipnis coming up for the Cubs. So here we have, I think it's Caleb Joseph, up for the Cubs, and another strikeout victim there for Sonny Gray. Cannot do anything with that nasty 12-6 curveball. We keep exploiting them on Jason Kipnis. Up again, his second at bat, 2-2 count the pitch, and he bites at that high four-seam fastball. Sonny Gray, 7 strikeouts through 3 innings. Your Diamondbacks still up 2-0 here going into the bottom of the third. Giancarlo Stanton up here, 2 outs, bottom of the third. Another high pitch that we guess, and he can't do anything with it. It's going to pop this up to left field, and they will record the out for out number 3. We've guessed a few high fastballs that we can't do anything with. We're going to have to start taking advantage of those mistake pitches. But here we go, top 4, Josh Donaldson at the dish, 1 out, 2-2 count the pitch. Strike 3, another deadly 12-6 curve on the outside part of the plate. Mark Teixeira up, 2 outs, no balls, 2 strikes, and he looks at that 4-seam fastball. It has some back tail like a 2-seam, but it's absolutely devastating for Sonny Gray. Bottom 4, Kyle Schwarber at the dish, and he's going to get into one ball on the outside part of the plate, and he pulls it just over the head of the right fielder. That's going to get to the wall. Schwarber, who doesn't necessarily run too well, will trot into second base with the leadoff double. Couple batters later, after a Chris Bryant walk, Eric Hosmer at the plate. Eric Hosmer is dialing up long distance. He crushes this ball, and it's gone. Right field, absolute moonshot for Eric Hosmer. His second home run on the year. You guys saw him homer in the first episode of the series, and it was an absolute moonshot like this was. And he trots around the bases. That's a 3-run bomb for your man Eric Hosmer. Kyle Schwarber, Chris Bryant come in to score. That makes it 5-0. Given Sonny Gray all the run support he can ask for, and the way he's pitching, he might only need 1 or 2, so we should not come across any issues for the rest of this game. Awesome screen here, awesome animation. You see Hosmer just crush the ball, and Michael Pineda with a couple choice words for his glove. He knew it was gone right off the bat. Top 5 here, Matt Holliday at the dish. 1-2 count, 1 out, the pitch. And he freezes him with that 2-seamer on the outside of the plate. 10th strikeout on the day for Sonny Gray. An impressive debut for our Diamondback series with Sonny Gray, coming off that rough first start where he only got to 1 2/3 of an inning. And manager Chip Hale looks pretty pleased, although you couldn't tell by looking at his face. Top 6, 1 inning later, 0-2 count. Eduardo Nunez is going to swing and miss it. That curveball in the dirt. They keep chasing that 12-6, whether it's outside, low. We put it high a couple times. Top 7 here. Mark Teixeira up. Scary moment when he crushes a comebacker right off of Sonny Gray's hip. Chris Bryant's able to pick it up and throw on to first to get the out. But a scary moment. Sonny Gray has been pitching so well for us. 11 strikeouts on the day. And Teixeira just rocked that one right off the side of his hip, it looked like. Either his hip or his arm. I don't know if he got his arm up to try to block it. Looks like he's moving his leg a little bit. So him and Salvador Perez are going to talk it over, walk it out a little bit. He's going to brush off the trainers. But a couple pitches later, Victor Martinez is going to rack this ball deep right center field. It's going to bounce and go right into the swimming pool that's right above the right center field fence, and he's going to step in with a RBI double, so that's going to make it 5-1. You see, again, we miss our spot with that pitch pretty badly, and we're lucky Victor Martinez did not cause more damage than he did. But again, it's a 5-1 game, so Matt Holliday up here, still top of the 7, 2 outs, runner in scoring position, and he is going to ground out to shortstop Corey Seager, who fires onto Hosmer to end the inning. So a little scary moment there with that comebacker, but we're able to fight it off. So bottom 7 here, Corey Seager's going to hit a little dribbler. Joseph runs out, he picks it up, makes a nice spinning throw, and they call him out. He looked safe to me, and so did he to Chip Hale, who's going to come out on the field and have a little discussion with the umpire here. Going to stall a little bit so the booth has a little time to look at the replay. Signal down to the bench coach, who's going to let Chip Hale to know whether he should challenge that or not. He looks safe to me, guys. I do not know, but we're going to send this to challenge. One of the new features that they brought in last year where you can challenge these plays after you have a chance to take a look at them. Bench coach here getting the thumbs up. He's going to send the thumbs up out to Chip Hale, make sure he sees him, and we are going to challenge this play. It goes to review. The first base ump and his awesome mustache are going to round up the rest of the umpire crew and take a look. They're going to send it to New York, where they'll take a couple looks at it. But look to here, He steps on the bag, yes, and the ball isn't even in Mark Teixeira's glove, so if all goes well, this should be overturned. The first base ump didn't really have the best view of it, so it was a bad call. And they're going to call him safe. They're going to reverse the call on our challenge. So that is our first challenge of the season and our first successful challenge of the season. Joe Madden not too happy about that. He thought that the call should not have been overturned. But then again, later this inning, Chris Bryant at the dish, and he's going to drive this ball deep to right field with runners on the corners, 2 outs, and they're going to put it away for out number 3. Chris Bryant gave that one a ride, just hit it off the end of the bat. And we come to the bottom, or the top of the 8th here. Still a 5-run lead. Sonny Gray getting towards the end of his day. But a 1-2 count here, top of the 8th with Drew Stubbs at the dish. And we're going to get strike 3, burying that 2-seamer right in the bottom of the zone. Strikeout 12. Eduardo Nunez up next. The pitch, swing and a miss on the 0-2 count. That's going to send him down for strikeout number 13. Corbin Joseph comes to the plate. 1-2, strike 3. That changeup in the bottom of the zone cannot take a hack at it. It's going to be 14 strikeouts on the day for Sonny Gray. And we go to the 9th inning with a 5-1 lead. Diamondbacks and Sonny Gray are dominating this baseball game. After a Jason Kipnis double, he gets moved over to third. Josh Donaldson's going to ground out to Corey Seager, the shortstop, but he's going to get the RBI on it, so it's going to be a 5-2 ball game. So we do start warming up some relievers, but Sonny Gray only at 96 pitches with Mark Teixeira at the plate. With the 0-0 count, he's going to hit this ball deep, and Stanton's going to be able to track it down. Ladies and gentlemen, in the second start of the year, Sonny Gray is going to go the complete game. 9 innings, I believe 4 hits, 2 runs, and 14 strikeouts. Yes, 14 strikeouts on the day. His 12-6 curveball was incredible this game. Everybody chasing it, whether it was outside or low in the zone. We even put it up a couple times on purpose. I remember Teixeira, we got him on the upper outside part of the plate to swing and miss at it. And Sonny Gray getting some well-deserved congratulations from his teammates. You just saw Joe Madden in the dugout did not look too pleased with his team's performance. Sonny Gray, 9 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, and 14 Ks, moves to 1-0 on the year. Michael Pineda gets the loss. 4 innings, 10 hits, and 5 earned runs. He's going to move to 0-2. And of course, Sonny Gray, your player of the game, and those really sharp D-backs alternate uniforms, the white jerseys with the kind of like teal lettering and stitching on the outside of the black numbers. Beautiful jerseys. That's why we picked this team for those new uniforms. That's going to do it, guys. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and I'll catch you next time.